Hello, hello. All right, we are live. What's up? Um, Go ahead and run Twitch ads, get those out of the way. Make sure we go live on YouTube, and that worked. And it did. Awesome. Okay, let's post it in Discord, and we are good to go. But we are going to be learning Angular today. So we are doing this super early. Usually we do this at like 4 p.m. Central Time. I wanted to try a morning stream, see how it works. I think, man, the only reason I don't like morning streams is because I'm intermittent fasting and I kind of feel low energy while I don't have any food in me. But if I drink enough water, I'm good. So we'll try it out, see how it works. But who knows? What's up, Cold Pizza? How you doing? Have you seen the Exorcism boot camp? I was curious. No, I haven't looked into that one. I think someone brought it up before, but yeah, I haven't looked into that. Trick it out of a peaker stove. Yeah, I like it. I saw someone else doing it. I'm like, I don't know. I want to try it. Holds a lot of water too, like a ton of water. I'd rather put it in glass, you know? What's up, Brandon? Taking a break from boot.dev? No. This Monday, so I had pipes back up, and I was dealing with that, and that was annoying. But I had the plumber come over, and I guess like I got to do it more frequently, but I just have roots that grow, and they block stuff, and they gotta like send the snake in and grind up the roots, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, no, we didn't do it this Monday. Usually we do it on Mondays, but this week, nah. What's up, Anonymous? Yep, there are ads, so you probably can't even hear what I'm saying. But yeah, no, we're doing boot.dev. Like, we're going full force with boot.dev. I've only actually slowed it down to 1 day a week temporarily. I think I'm actually going to bump it up to 2 days. But I'll probably bump it up even more. I just need to get ahead with content. I need to record a bunch of videos, schedule them out. Then we could start live streaming more often. But yeah, no, we're still going forward with that. What's up, Milo? Yeah, we're learning Angular. We are learning Angular. That is right. You read that right. What's up, Zinka? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, usually we do an evening stream. We're gonna try a morning one. Make a little progress with it. See how it goes. But I don't know, I'm just waking up a lot earlier. I figured why not? Let's try a morning stream because I could work on course stuff um, in the morning. I don't feel like it. I feel like live streaming. All right, ads are done. All right, what's up, Anonymous? How you doing? It's good. Just gonna have your stream on while I work. Almost have my voice fully. Wait, what happened to your voice? What do you mean? All right, so I'm gonna look up like where we left off with Angular. Hold up, I gotta go to my stream. Yeah, that's cool. I appreciate you putting my stream on in the background. How'd your Monday stream go, Zinka? Um, yeah, there's a new storage limit. I don't do highlights. I don't care about any of that. I really don't care. Some people like really got upset with the highlight stuff on Twitch. They're getting rid of highlights. I never used them. There's Angular. So where did we leave off? We were at deferrable views. We just left off there. Okay, here's where we are. Oh, we did the defer. Yeah, that was interesting. I think we completed it. Loading sections. Hold up. Let me just verify real quick. Oh, I gotta click play. No, not deferrable. Okay, we were looking up some other stuff. State of Angular. We were at deferred loading with defer. Did we finish this or no? Oh, we did. We did. Okay, we beat this. Okay, so we ended up at I guess we'll just like run through it again because I don't know if we completed this or not, and then we'll keep going. All right, I just want to double check. Oh, chat isn't on screen. Jeez. Chat. Let's bring you up. What's up? Okay. We got to move some stuff, right? Where do we put you? Chat. I think I'm going to put you right over here. I don't know where to put you. I don't know. I have to set up that screen. That's what, you know what? I'll probably do that this week where we have the camera, chat, and then I'll kind of shrink the screen share a little bit. I think that's the way to go. Yeah, that's the way to go. I'm just chilling today. Nice. I lose my voice every time I travel. Oh, it's happened 3 times in a row, so I guess it's a thing. Really? Huh. That's odd. Weekend was a blast. Can't wait for next year. Where'd you... Oh, yeah. I forgot. Where'd you go? Did you just, like... Were you just loud at night? Like, you were just, like... I don't know, having fun and you just yell? Or talk very loudly? That probably, I don't know, maybe you have a few drinks. Maybe that's why you're losing it. I'd lose my voice if I did that. But I'm glad your weekend was fun. They're only getting rid of highlights if you have 100+ hours of highlights, and most people don't. So yeah, like there are like some really small streamers that like have a ton of highlights. Just put it on YouTube. I just don't. Obviously, Twitch is trying to save money a bit. I think it's reasonable. I think people are being unreasonable about the highlights. And then like I saw streamers saying like, "Oh, look at Twitch, like doing something again no one asked for." Of course no one asked for it. They're trying to save money. The company wants that. I don't know. Like there are reasons to crap on Twitch. I just don't think the highlights thing was one of them. Oh, Eat Denver. I was talking loudly because there's a crowd. Ah, gotcha. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's pretty cool. Dude, I gotta go to a convention one day. I just haven't. I gotta do stuff like that. I don't know. I think it'd be fun. Is Dev Slopes BS? I haven't really looked into it. They have those cringy ads. Like, they kind of had that programmer feel. But in terms of, like, the quality of the program, I don't know. The ads kind of turn me off. Just seems off. I've talked to, I think it was the founder before. I don't know. I didn't talk to him enough. There was something off about him. But that's all I remember. Like, when I say off about him, there's just something that I didn't vibe with. I don't remember, though. I don't know much about Dev Slopes. I like watching this complicated stuff. Awesome. Well, Angular is a bit trickier than React, from what I understand. But I don't know. I like it so far. We'll continue going forward with it. Then we're going to load up Angular in our app. So we'll see. I barely learned JS, and I'm trying to learn React and work slowly. There you go, man. Well, actually, probably shouldn't be diving into React if you barely learned JS. You should be diving deep into JS first for a while. I was at a metal concert last night. I forgot I am not in my 20s anymore and paying the price. What's up, Ram? Yeah, that's last time I went to a concert. Dude, I haven't been to a concert in a while. I like quiet places. I wouldn't mind conventions, but I don't know if I'd go to a concert. Like, I kind of just like chilling, grabbing a beer, and listening to some music. I don't need to be in another mosh pit. You know what I mean? At 35. I just don't, like, I can, but like, that's not enjoyable. I think I'm getting old. Yeah, really small streamers hoard highlights that no one watches. Yeah, no one watches it. Just put it on YouTube. It'll help grow your live streams on Twitch. Some of the complaints are, I don't know, they just seem unreasonable. We'll have to find a convention. I really would like to go to a convention in Texas because I want to check out Texas. I was actually going to move there when I quit my dev job, and I decided not to because it was kind of a risky play, and I'm glad I don't know if I'm glad I did or didn't. I don't know. Because I had I had enough money for 2 years of living, but I have family here, and it's really, I know the area. It's really cheap. I don't know. I don't know if I should have moved to Texas or not, but I had considered Austin in 2020. Yeah, I don't know. You can't go back. You don't know. I'll let you know if anything comes up. All right, sounds good. All right, cool. Let's dive in a little bit. Okay, so deferrable views. Add a defer block around the comments. Oh, wait, let's read the whole thing. Sometimes in app development, why does my nose always get clogged up when I start streaming? It's so weird. Then my nose starts itching and, dude, I'm such a weird person. All right, sometimes in app development, you end up with a lot of components that you need to reference in your app. But some of those don't need to be loaded right away for various reasons. Maybe they are below the visible fold or are heavy components that aren't interacted with until later. In that case, we can load some of those resources later with deferrable views. In this activity, you'll learn how to use deferrable views to defer load a section of your component template. Add a defer block around the comments component in your app. Dude, I can't read. The blog post, dude, stop. Okay. In your app, the blog post page is a comment component after the post details. Oh, I understand why I put you guys over here. Yeah, I'm going to put you guys are chilling in the center, or right here. This is perfect. Perfect. What's up? Again, I'll build another screen for it. All right, so add defer around the comments component. Wrap the comment component with a defer block to defer load it. All right. Yeah, we were playing around with this. I remember this. That's all right. We'll do this lesson again. Oh, you don't know auto. Okay. Around the comments. There we go. I got to remember it takes a little bit to load. Hey, Dom, big fan of your content. First time being available to seeing you live. Yo, that's awesome. I'm glad you could join the live stream. What's up, Neil? How you doing? Good morning, Jessa. How you doing? Damn, I'm surprised to see people here in the morning. What's up? How you guys, how was your weekend? It's like an in-between age thing to do. What is an in-between age? Classical music? Classical music is awesome. I'm I don't know. I just kicked myself over, all the drinking and bad eating that I did and stuff like that. Dude, I like feeling good. I am all about healthy living going forward. I'm all about healthy living. I'm 35, which is still super young, but I want to get back into bodybuilding. I already am. I'm having fun lifting again. I like not having inflammation from going out and drinking with people. Dude, I enjoy feeling good. When I'm younger, I don't really care. You just kind of push yourself through it and you don't really think about it, but I'm obsessed with just waking up, getting a good night's rest, and just feeling good. And I think there are a lot of people that had that mindset when they were younger. I just didn't. I don't know. I'm loving it. So 30s are a different vibe. Very true. I'm in that arc. Feels awesome. Nice. It was good, but I got sick and got behind. Oof. Yeah. Luckily, I'm feeling a bit better. Nice. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Got the sickness out of the way, too. So now it's past you. Been curious to check out Angular. Me too. Yeah, me too. We're going to be working with Nest. That's our app. We're finally diving back into this project. So Angular is very similar. Let's try it out. I don't know. I've been thinking about, for my main website, Don the Developer, I've been thinking about getting rid of React and trying HTMX and some templating thing. But I might, because HTMX, I really got to look into it, but I'm pretty sure HTMX is just kind of the, like, you pair HTMX with a templating language. Do you not? Is HTMX like its own? HTMX here. Yeah, you pair it with the templating language. So we're learning Python with boot.dev. I want to learn, I want to build something with Django. And I might just bring HTMX into Python's templating system. What do you guys think about that? Because I kind of want to dive into it and check it out. But I don't know. I just never look forward to going back into React, to be honest. You haven't used it yet? Yeah, I don't know. You're responsible for bringing... Okay, gotcha. So maybe when we build our Django project, we bring in HTMX. That'd be cool to check that out. Yeah, let's do it. Because I've been here... I mean, like, a lot of backend developers seem to love HTMX, but let's see. We're just going to use it in a small project, so I already have ideas for the Django project. All right. So the code above is an example of how to use a basic defer block. By default, defer will load the comments component when the browser is idle. Add a placeholder. Add a placeholder block to the defer block. The placeholder block is where you put HTML that will show before the deferred loading starts. The content and placeholder block is eagerly loaded. I gotta, hold on. Eagerly meaning, I actually forgot the term eagerly. Lazy loading, which defers initialization of an object until the object is needed. Eager loading initializes an object upon creation. Okay. So that makes sense for the placeholder. Cool. Adding a loading block. Add a loading block to the defer block. The loading block is where you put HTML that will show while the deferred content is actively being fetched but hasn't finished yet. The content in loading blocks is eagerly loaded. We played around with this last time. Now I'm remembering this. I think what's going to end up happening, probably... we're going to go to 4 days of live streaming, 2 with boot.dev and 2 with Nest. I think so. I don't know. I got to find a good schedule. Add a minimum duration. All right, so both placeholder and loading sections have optional parameters to prevent flickering from occurring when loading happens. Dude, it's the morning. We're going to increase this. Oh, now now I got to move stuff around. I'm not doing that. Fuck it. We're going to ruin our vision. All right, so have optional parameters to prevent flickering from occurring when loading happens quickly. Placeholder has a minimum, and loading has a minimum and after. Add a minimum duration to the loading block so that it will be rendered for at least 2 seconds. So we force that. All right, add a viewport trigger. Deferrable views have a number of trigger options. This is super useful, man. I remember this now, yeah. Add a viewport trigger so the content will defer load once it enters the viewport. And I wonder if we can kind of do this where, like, we can defer, if we have these options to defer on viewport to trigger a function that then fetches or something like that. That would be interesting. Defer, okay. So on okay. All right. Well, we don't have a bunch of content, but we could try it out. Okay. How do we reload this? Let's refresh. It would work, Django, HTMX. I wonder how common that is. I think it's a good project to do it in, though, or try HTMX in. Okay, so we're chilling. Now it's loading. Let me do it one more time. Let me test it. Sorry, I came in late, but deferred. Does that mean it waits before being loaded? Sorry if this is a dumb question. I don't think it's a dumb question. So yeah, essentially, I do believe that's what defer means, and then we could have a placeholder that shows initially. If it's not fetching, and if it is fetching, we have a load. Oh, you can't see it because you guys are in the way. Fuck. I don't know. I gotta bring in that new scene, that screen. Okay, loading comments. This is super useful. Angular gives you a lot more control over components and how they run it. Yeah, Angular is pretty packed with stuff, man. You probably don't have to import too much. I'm looking forward to it. Never used it, but it looks fun. HTMX. I don't know. I don't even know if I'll like it or not, to be honest. But I'm kind of curious why, like, what kind of power it gives backend developers and what they have to write. Because it feels like it's a awesome tool for backend developers that don't really want to build anything on the front end. But then again, if they don't even want to go that deep, just bring in a CSS and JS library that just builds stuff for them. Like Bootstrap, right? The center, yeah, dude. Oh man, the center is crazy. That's all right. We're gonna move on. We're gonna. Are we done? No, we got to add. Oh, we did add content. Okay, hold on. We're almost done with the screen. Then we're going back to like a less cluttered area. A viewport trigger is best used when you're deferring content that's far enough down the page that it needs to be scrolled to see. So let's add some content. So we did this. Cool. There's even more you can do with them, like different triggers, prefetching. Okay, error blocks. If you would like to learn more, cool. All right, we're gonna move on. Optimizing images. Let's go. Images are a big part of many applications. They can be a major contributor to application performance problems, including low core web vital scores. Image optimization can be a complex logic or topic, but Angular handles most of it for you with the ng optimized image directive. In this activity, you'll learn how to use ng optimized image to ensure your images are loaded efficiently. Okay, that's interesting. All right, import it. In order to leverage the ng optimized image directive, first import it from the Angular common library and add it to the component imports array. Okay. From common. ng optimized. I didn't see like an autofill, so. From Angular. Oh, this is Angular core. Whoops. What? Tab didn't. Okay. This, man, this is kind of buggy. Optimized. I like this playground, but it is kind of buggy. Angular common. All right, there we go. Cool. Imports. That's not what I meant to do. NG optimize. Oh my god. I gotta just type, because you know when you kind of like type the wrong thing and then you do it a second time and a third time and then it keeps happening? I'm not gonna let it auto fix it. I'm gonna delete and then type. There we go. Optimized image. I can't even. Oh my. Dude, I spelt it wrong again. NG optimized image. All right, we're good. Would you say using ChatGPT to help you figure out what relevant topics you should learn from a new language or framework is helpful? Because I find breaking tasks down into tangible goals is helpful. I don't know what that's breaking tasks down into tangible goals is helpful. Or like I don't know how that's relevant to the ChatGPT thing. But you can I would probably argue, I don't know if I would lean on ChatGPT, especially the free version, giving you an outline of what to learn, like what relevant topics. Usually you're going to have people that, you know, have built apps with that language teach you, like kind of come up with their own outline and order of things. That I would probably lean on a course to be able to do that if you're just kind of looking to look for like what to learn. But I think it depends on what you want to build too with a language, you know? Let's go ahead and stand. I type like not wrong a lot. I get it. Yeah. And I couldn't spell restaurant. Oh yeah, restaurant's another tricky one. Correctly for years. Try spelling maintenance the first try. I just don't like I guess you know, when I'm typing an email, I should go back and force myself to type the word out correctly because I'm just reinforcing a bad habit of spelling it incorrectly over and over and over. But I usually will use autocorrects. Update the SRC attribute in the ng SRC. To enable ng optimize image directive, swap out the SRC attribute for ngrc. This applies for both static image sources, example, and dynamic image sources. Okay. ng, okay. Would you not just always use this, or? What? Hello? I think the playground was bugging out. I think the images probably should have loaded. Like we did this. Okay. Oh, they have width and height. Okay. In order to prevent layout shift, the ng optimize image directive requires both size attributes on each image. Gotcha. But if we exclude them... all right, whatever. Width, 32. Height, 32. I mean, where's the image? Oh, I think we... Oh, one popped up. Okay. Height. So you have to have the height and width. It's not even that, like, there's a content shift. You just have to have it. Okay. In situations where you can't or don't want to specify a static height and width, you can still use the fill attribute to tell the image to act like a background image, filling its containing element. This feels weird. What is the advantage of this, again? What do you mean, like, loaded efficiently? Note, for the fill image to render properly, its parent element must be styled with position relative, position fixed, or position absolute. What the fuck? Why? That's so weird. Prioritize important images. One of the most important optimizations for loading performance is to prioritize any image which might be the LCP element, which is the largest on-screen graphical element when the page loads. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's fair. To optimize your loading times, make sure to add the priority attribute to your hero image or any other images that you think could be an LCP element. Okay, so it just loads this first. So let me save. No, I meant let's refresh. I want to see which image loads first, and we're going to test out the priority. And I wonder if you have multiple priorities. Does it just go from top to bottom? What's up, Kelsey? How you doing? To answer your question from earlier, I'm doing good, making breakfast for the littles. I like morning streams. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm glad you guys like morning streams. Yeah, we have like 9 people here. And we never stream at this time. It's just a random stream, so that's pretty cool. Cool. Man, breakfast sounds so good. I'm going to have lunch around noon. Food sounds so good right now. What food sounds good to you guys right now? Like, you just have like a plate appear in front of you. What would it be? What's up, Kadao? How you doing? I always read whatever I write out loud. That way I can spot any cases of incorrect grammar. Spelling, punctuation. It's a simple technique, but very effective. Huh. That's interesting. I feel like that's distracting for me. I don't know. Maybe if I tried it, it could work. But no, when I say it out loud, that does distract me. I've tried that on stream before. Steak, 100%. Ooh. Just steak or steak with something else? I'm going to have sesame noodles. Okay. Always blueberry pancakes are good. It's really good. Yep. I feel like it's weird to include ng-optimized image in this introduction. Not really a core part of learning Angular. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I like it just to get exposed to things, but I feel like we kind of learned the core parts of Angular already. Or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We're making French toast and scrambled eggs and yogurt. Ooh, that's good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy eggs for like $30 for a carton, and then FBI, open up! Props TV. Yo, rating with a party of 13. Yo, thank you. I appreciate that. How'd your stream go? What were you guys streaming over there? Yeah, I appreciate that. That was random. We never do morning streams, by the way. So we just tried one. I was kind of surprised to even get a raid. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? What were you working on with the stream? That's pretty cool. I think if someone raids you, Zinka and Jessa, you guys aren't doing that. If someone raids me, does it automatically give the raider a shout out? Because that's pretty cool if so. But yeah, what were you guys working on over there? What was I saying? Oh, by the way, anyone coming in, we are learning Angular right now. So we have Nest.js on the back end with our Twitch Sprout app, which is kind of just like a Twitch analytics app that we're building. But I figured I'd learn Angular because it seems to be pretty similar. A lot of ideas from Nest are borrowed from Angular, and we've worked with React for so long, might as well try something new. So we're going through the Angular dev website right now, their interactive tutorial. Oh yeah. So we have our carton of eggs, and because I have no sugar for Lent for like what, a month and a half, something like that. I'm not buying any sweets, anything like that. I'm not getting fast food. I'm just eating healthy, for the most part. And yeah, so whenever I kind of get a sugar craving, I'm thinking about just like eating a hard boiled egg with some fruit, and I hear it just crushes the craving. So I'm gonna try that. Not at the same time. We'll eat the egg first, and then we'll to get a little protein, and then we'll eat the fruit. You do it. Oh, you do it. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Zinka. I appreciate that. Has to be done manually. Gotcha. Okay. Tux Deluxe, what's up? Hello. I was debugging my Twitch bot. Some problems with SQLite and concurrent connections and stuff. Oh, okay. Fun. All right. What did you build the Twitch bot with on the back end? Craving for good error logs, but none? Oh, no. Got to dig around and test things. I'm going to try to give up cheese, but no promises. Why cheese? I'd go for some chicken Caesar salad. It's one of my favorites. Is it? Really? I haven't had a salad in a long time. But yeah, that salad is pretty good. I can't imagine having a salad without chicken in it, though. Like a salad without meat? Ugh. Used to have a company paid Wednesday breakfast years ago. Sometimes got breakfast, steak, and eggs with hash browns. Unproductive and happy days. Damn. Yeah, I miss in-house meals. I remember my first dev job, we got an in-house meal every single lunch. There was like drama with the in-house meals where, oh my God, I remember one of the back-end devs requested like a kosher meal or something like that. No. What did he request? I think he requested something that like conflicted with the dietary request of someone else, and like he just asked for it, and then I don't even remember what her position was, but she's kind of just like a office assistant, and she got like really upset because she's like, I try so hard to like get everyone's food preferences right, and then like I don't know, she had a meltdown in office, and I don't know, he's just telling us about it. He's like, I guess I'm just not gonna ask again, my bad. But other than that one day where this office assistant, we just like ruined her life. Like the food was really good. I appreciated the in-house lunches that they brought in. It was tasty, and it was always different from good restaurants. Props, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome. I have to skip lunch or I'll be in the office for so long. Oh, gotcha. I don't know. I like 9 to 5 days with 1 hour lunch. I don't like 9 to 6 jobs. They better pay a hell of a lot of money for that. At that point, I just packed my own lunch. Yeah, I know. It was pretty crazy. I don't know. She might have been having a rough day or something. You never know. But she was nice overall. I felt kind of bad for her. Just like, what is going to cause her to freak out again? Everyone needs to learn Angular at one point. I'm surprised. I figured a lot of people on Twitch wouldn't like Angular, but... Or you're not even saying you like it, though. You're just saying learn it, pick it up. Pickle juice crushes sweet cravings? Yeah, I'm not drinking pickle juice. That sounds terrible. I hate pickles. It's built with JavaScript and TypeScript. I use Dino. Oh, okay. How you liking Dino? I haven't used that yet. It was working pretty nice until I decided to implement SQLite. Oh, no. So that's where you're probably getting stuck with, huh? Aren't you supposed to give up something that is hard to give up? I don't know. I don't. Oh, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that's what Lent's about. Well, I would argue maybe someone that's Catholic could probably maybe I'm wrong about this, but I always had the idea that it is really about giving up something that It's kind of just like making a sacrifice, something that is a little bit more difficult to give up. That I don't know, kind of just like to get away from the earthly pleasures. And for me, I usually choose something that is hard to give up, but that's going to help me. I guess you could make sacrifices of things that you enjoy that maybe wouldn't help you, like if you gave it up. But I choose to give up stuff that's like really hard to give up. That's kind of like messing with my dopamine system, or something that's just like really pleasurable. Give that up for like a month and a half. Just sacrifice in general, I think, just makes you stronger, which is why I love it. It's kind of just another excuse to like give up something that I probably should give up for a little while, to do a bit of a reset. But yeah, I think it should be difficult to give up. I love steak, eggs, and hash browns. I can't eat eggs. Wait, you can't eat eggs anymore? Why not? Pickles are disgusting. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Anonymous. My company issued mandatory overtime, so it's like 8 to 6. Damn, that's rough. No, oh, so you have to stay 8 to 7 if you have lunch, or 8? Damn, that is rough, man. Whew. I really don't like it, but it's important tech stack. Yeah, I think that's a fair take. And maybe I won't like it, but it is like common enough where I kind of just want to see. I don't know. We'll see if I like it. I'm used to this with Nest. I'm thinking I'll like it a little bit more just because I want something a little different than React. But maybe eventually I won't like it when I start building something like that. My horse is amazing. Tux Deluxe, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome. I'm going to have some lunch, have a nice stream. All right, take a break, chill out, and get something to eat, man. Thanks for the raid. Song's good, isn't it? RIP the vitamin D. Yeah, no kidding. Like, just... You're going to have to really dose up on the vitamin D. Yeah, that sucks. No sunlight. You're not even allowed to go outside. Could you at least, like, go for a walk and stuff like that, or... It's all discipline. Man, yeah, that's 8 to 6. Your day's shot. That's... You have to take vitamins. It's all discipline and consistency. I started running last year, and it was hard, especially with work, but I made the time to do it. To be honest, I feel healthier and happier. For what exactly? Just like being healthy? Glad you like the music in the background. Yeah, for everyone on YouTube, you don't hear music. If you want to hear music, it's on Twitch, twitch.tv/DonTheDeveloper. If you want your own music, then you can chill on YouTube. Yeah, I could give up fast food, but I don't eat fast food, so that would be cheating. Yeah, it's not even, why bother? I eat cheese almost every day, so that is a challenge. Honestly, yeah. Cheese can it cause a bit of inflammation? I don't know. Is giving up cheese good for you? If you're intolerant to dairy, maybe it is. I don't know. All right. What is this? Prioritizing images using an image loader. Okay, so priority. Oh, we wanted to test. Ah, crap. Let me see which image is loaded for quick or first. Hello? Hello? I'm not even going to use... Okay, we'll type it in. Whatever. Priority. All right. Use an image loader. ng optimize image allows you to specify an image loader, which tells the directive how to format URLs for the images. Okay. Using a loader allows you to define your images with short relative URLs. It's a function that generates an image transformation URL for a given image file. When appropriate, ng optimized image sets the size format. Okay. It's both a generic loader that applies no transformations as well as loaders for various third-party image services. Oh, very cool. Okay. So we use Cloudinary for donthedeveloper.tv is the domain. But this is more... Wait, do we use... No, we don't. Yeah, we do. I'm pretty sure we do. Okay, that's pretty cool. So under providers... Image IX loader. Okay. Final URL will be my base URL. What are we doing here, actually? Do we want that to be a thing? Why is this relevant? Image loaders are for more than just convenience. They allow you to use the full capabilities of ng optimized image. Learn more about these optimizations and built-in loaders for popular CDNs here. I mean, so what we're doing essentially, if I understand this correctly, is we are setting it so, like, if we want to, if we have like a base URL, I gotta think about the URL structure of like if we're loading an image from Cloudinary. But if we want the base URL to be from like a CDN, is what it's saying, then we put that base URL here, and we do like cloudinary.com or whatever. And then if we do assets logo, this is all we need to be able to load it from Cloudinary? Is that what this is? Like, this isn't going to be the actual link. I guess I don't fully understand this. By adding this directive to your workflow, your images are now loading using best practices with the help of Angular. I mean, what? We have to have a specific height and width with the NG stuff? But this is going to be... We're going to need the NG SRC. We'll try it out. We'll make it work. I can go for a walk, but it's not... Dude, that's crazy. Do you have a dev job that's being that strict? Do you work in, like, the startup world? Yes, and also to participate in a marathon. I always wanted to get... Oh, nice. Damn. You know what I would want to do? A triathlon. I think that'd be fun. When you eat as much cheese as I do, yeah, it's probably good for you to give it up. Gotcha. Okay, give up cheese. I mean, it starts today, Zinka, so what are you going to give up? You wanted to participate in it. What do you think you're going to give up? It's only been 45 minutes? Damn, it feels longer. It's going to be hard to give up fast food, but if sandwich sub doesn't count, could be manageable. Anonymous, honestly, if it's going to be tough to give it up, and the one thing you want to keep to make it manageable is a sandwich or sub, then I would keep the sandwich or sub. I don't think making it completely unrealistic is going to increase the chances that you better yourself. So why not do that, you know? And you got to set a time limit. I feel like we have pretty good music here. I think Zinka requested something, so this is her song, but I feel like we have good taste here. All right, sounds good, Ram. Have a good one. Have a good lunch. That's for Kelsey? Okay. Oh, I love Final Fantasy music. I'll take any excuse to song request. Yeah, by the way, if you're a sub, you can do song requests here. What's up, Yunjay? Hope you're doing well. Early stream. Yeah, really early stream, right? Really early stream. I'm kind of liking the morning streams, to be honest. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go work out. Like, I'm going to eat at 12, maybe have a bit of green tea, and then go work out. And then I'm going to work on my... Oh, I probably should release a reaction video tomorrow. I screwed up in the reaction video. Where, what is it? Like, I forgot. I don't know. You guys will see it. I'll have to probably put a pinned comment. But overall, I think the reaction video was long. It was like an hour long. Maybe I should prep that for tomorrow. But I've been thinking about like just taking a 1 week break from content, not releasing anything this week, and starting again. Because I did 2 videos a week for the Scrimba sponsorship. So we're done with that. But I think there's a Scrimba video that they have coming up when they're going to release a bunch of back-end stuff they want me to do. But yeah, Per did reach out to build some courses, or a course in particular. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but I think we're supposed to meet soon. But I think I'm down. I think it should be fun. But it does look like Scrimba is digging into the back end a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But Yunjay, thanks for the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was you. Thanks for the help with the AI stuff. So I ordered a... So I want to set up a local AI to be able to just automate things. And kind of just... I want to get rid of some of my subscriptions. I'm a little bit worried about just depending on a local AI to do it, because I want it to, I don't know, I want it to be semi-intelligent, but I can't afford an expensive graphics card. So I remember I upgraded my Windows to a 360, RTX 360 with the 12 VRAM. And even if it's extremely slow, I kind of just want it to create kind of like a bit of a agent to be able to tackle tasks. Like if I could really just set up automations, to be honest, but I also want to be able to ask it questions and have like a chat interface. But I want to set it up, even if it's really slow, to automate a lot of my content repurposing. And I just want to experiment with it and play around with it. So I think you were the one that kind of gave me some benchmarks and stuff for that. So I appreciate that. You sure it's not? Yeah, Yunjay. I think it's Yunjay that helped me. I'm pretty sure it is. It was, yeah, okay, yeah. But yeah, that was helpful. I'll probably reference it too, what you said. But I just don't know enough about AI. I just think it's interesting. I've been thinking about setting up kind of like a home lab as well. I'd like to strip my PC. I'd like to like eventually get a box where I have AI running on that. I have a NAS running on another, and then my streaming PC running on another, and kind of have like a home lab set up. But that's expensive. That's not a very cost-effective buy right now. But I think like over the coming years, I think I want to build something like that. It's a C++ backend dev job. Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's got to be a startup, right? Currently job searching, but I just got a raise, so that's kind of cool. Oh, okay. That's cool that you got that raise. Man, to overwork you like that. I've been using Scrimba. They've been really helpful. Thank you for that. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad you're enjoying Scrimba. I like it. Scrimba, they have a lot of good teachers there. I like how things are taught. Again, if you're going to become a backend developer, hands down, go boot.dev route. Even if Scrimba comes out with backend courses, you can pick up like a course or two, but like go through the boot.dev curriculum entirely. But if you kind of just want to get some exposure to backend, you like Scrimba teaching, maybe the new courses you'll like them. Who knows? We'll see. I actually haven't gotten to take a look at the backend courses. It's a mid-sized company. That's crazy, Kadao. Damn. Um, I don't care about this. I don't want to get stuck on this. I don't care. I'm not going for optimize right now. So we know that ng optimized image exists. We know we're going to have specific heights and widths, or we have to make it like a background image. Like that's really freaking weird. I don't know what that is about, but this just feels weird. We're moving on. Routing. All right. This is going to be useful. What's up, Pseudo? How you doing? All right. For most apps, there comes a point where the app requires more than a single page. When that time inevitably comes, routing becomes a big part of the performance story for users. In this activity, you'll learn how to set up and configure your app to use Angular Router. Create an apps. Routes file. Inside app, routes, make the following changes. Import routes from the Angular Router package. Export a constant called routers of type routers. Assign it bracket as a value. Okay. Dude, my spelling today. What is going on? See, I would normally look for like a red line in my editor, but I feel like it's a little bit slow with the online playground. Not bad. Glad to hear it. Oh, the beaker. Like if I'm doing a 2.5 hour stream, I would say maybe this is, I don't know. We're probably going to get done with this. This was filled to the top when we started, but it probably lasts about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Maybe about an hour and a half because we got ads coming up in about 5 minutes. We're going to take a 3-minute break and just chill. I like it though. I like putting water in a glass beaker, like a really large glass, but you know, I guess I haven't looked, but I would imagine they don't have like a giant glass cup. So why not buy a beaker for it, you know? Does React have something similar to this? No, you gotta use React Router. Oh, you're talking about the image optimization? No, you have to pull in another image. Yeah, that is not native to React. With React, you're importing a bunch. React is just a view, so Angular is pretty much a full-featured framework. I like to use a 2-liter glass milk jug. Really? That's pretty cool. I like that. I would do that if I didn't have the beaker. I vibe with that. How are you liking Angular so far? I kind of like it. It's going to take some getting used to, for sure, coming from the React world. But like a lot, I'm able to learn this a lot faster coming from React too. I don't know. It's going to feel very heavy. And when I start building out a bunch of components and connecting them together and reusing them, that's where I want to see if like Angular just feels extremely heavy to use or not. I'll have to see. I don't know. I don't even know like what testing framework or library you're going to pair with Angular. Oh, for the Angular, no, React does not have a React interactive tutorial, I believe. You're kind of doing that on the side. Again, I highly recommend don't follow the React docs and install Next. I think it's heavy for what you're going to be doing. And it's just, you don't really know if you're learning React stuff or Next stuff. I highly recommend just using Vite. One command will install React locally, or just using an online React playground where it's set up already, some sort of REPL, and just playing around and learning React there. But I don't think React has this sort of interactivity. What's testing like? Writing automated tests for your front end. Do you program best in silence or with music? Music, 100%. Clocks, 100% music. I usually don't like words in my music, but I've added some kind of trollish songs to this playlist, so there's some music that pops up with words. Dude, I'm not spelling anything correctly. Adding routing to provider. In app config, configure the app for Angular router with the following steps. Import the provide router function from Angular router. Import routes. Okay. Routing to provider. Call the provide router function with routes passed in as an argument in the provider's array. All right, so we're exporting routes. Going to the component. Application config. Okay. So I can't even tab to autocomplete. This playground is a bit janky. And so we have our provide router. We have our router outlet. And then we have our routes. So is it just like one router file? Is that what Angular encourages? Probably not. Sorry. Oh, I got you. So we're supposed to do this in an app config. Okay. Undo. Okay. Let me refresh. I don't know how much this is helping me, just doing this step-by-step guide, to be honest. Maybe because I'm streaming, it's kind of harder to get more out of it because I'm distracted. But I think what's really going to help is like just using this as exposure to what's going on, kind of expecting that I'm going to pick up like 15% of it, 20% of it, or remember that, and then coming back to the docs and then applying it as we build out the front end for Twitch Sprout. Yeah, like if you go through docs like this, I wouldn't expect, like if you're just running through like an interactive thing like this, I'd, get like 15 to 20% out of it, but then apply it. And, I'll forget most of it and we'll just refresh our memory. Provide route. I want to write the whole thing. Provide, get that muscle memory in. Provide router. So we have an app.config. So we'll probably do more with this config. But we set up the provider here in the config. And then we just export this app config and we're going to load it into the component. I'd want to see what more we can add to this. You listen to Lo-Fi for coding? Lo-Fi is pretty good. Lo-Fi puts me to sleep, though, which is why I usually listen to Synthwave. How long have you been programming for? Or I guess, when did you first start? I think when I was... I don't know. I like to say, like, when I was 15 or 14. No, I was like 12. Was it like 10, 11, or 12? Just like adding a little bit of code to MySpace. And then I got into Visual Basic, Visual Basic wasn't really programming. I tried a little bit of Basic around like 10, 11, 12. So I guess like a little bit of JavaScript and CSS. But then I built my first website for my web hosting company at 18. And then kind of just like played around with it and just built small stuff from there. And then I seriously started trying to become a software engineer, probably like 7 years ago, 8 years ago at this point. No, 10 years ago. It's been a while.
Hey, listen.
Yo, Turtle, coming in with the sub. Yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. First sub, too. That's awesome. I think we need a new sub sound at this point. We need something a little bit more dramatic. But I appreciate all the, I appreciate the follows and the subs. Maybe I'll try more morning streams. I kind of enjoy them. But I do want to try a boot.dev stream in the morning and see how it goes. We'll have to see. I like gaming in the evening. I like coding in the morning, gaming in the evening. So, I don't know. We'll try it. But yeah, thanks again, man. I appreciate the support. Yeah, and good morning to you. It is an early stream. Oh, we got pre-rolls, don't we? Hype Train. Anonymous gifter doesn't want their name shown. Just gave a sub to Kelsey. Yo, that's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate the anonymous gift. Dude, it's been a while since we had a Hype Train in here. Holy crap. Yo, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. Hell yeah. Angular sucked really bad for me compared to React, but that's because I like to go fast, break things, and not follow rules. Hacky style doesn't really go well with Angular. Yeah. And I think I kind of want to get out of that mindset of a hacky style because I've done that for so long. I want to try something a little bit different. Angular is way more opinionated. It's a full framework, right? Like React is just a view. It's a full-fledged framework. And Nest is pretty strict. Well, I mean, like Nest has pretty strict conventions. Angular does as well. So it's kind of like, even if I want to build something with it. And honestly, if we have to rebuild the front end because we hate Angular with Twitch Sprout, then we rebuild the front end. That's completely fine with me. But yeah, I got to build something real with it to see how I like it. Yeah, but thanks again for that anonymous gift. Enjoy your new sub, Kelsey, which means you get to request music. MySpace devs MySpace days were good times. They were, man. MySpace was so good. No, you know what? It was good because it got me into like styling a page. That's why I liked it. Like the whole top 8 friends and stuff like that. That brought drama. But I liked MySpace. MySpace was like the first social platform because we had AIM, AOL Instant Messenger. And so we could kind of like just ask each other's AIM. If, we met someone in high school, that's how you communicated because texting was expensive. But MySpace, you could just message for free and build a profile. And actually, like, honestly, I got most of my dates from MySpace. I was too much of a coward to go up and ask a girl when I was in high school, like if they wanted to go on a date. So I'd message them on MySpace. But that's how I met women, was on MySpace, honestly. Hell yeah. And you get some sweet emotes. That made my day. Much appreciated. Yeah, I appreciate you gifting a sub to Kelsey. That's awesome. Didn't have enough guts to approach the emo girls? Nope. No, I didn't. Dude, the emo girls were intimidating. What do you mean? You girls were crazy. Let's see. I started coding with Python. It was a straightforward language to learn, and then worked on practicing tackling a bunch of problems and working on the fundamentals, loops, conditionals. Gotcha. Yeah, Python's a pretty good language to learn initially. I like Python for, like, if you don't really know what you want to build or do, and you just want to learn a programming language, I think it's perfectly okay to start with Python and move from there. Transfer from there if you don't like it. I used to be a scene kid back in the day, so I definitely had a MySpace. Yeah, yeah, me too. Well, I don't know. I think I try to be. I kind of was a poser a little bit. I think I tried. I don't know. I just didn't fit in anywhere. I didn't really fit in with any group. So a lot of the people that I met, it was just like, because I didn't play any sports. I did Taekwondo for a while. Then I did Hapkido, but then I kind of got into boxing. And I think with boxing, I met more cool people. I met some cool people with Taekwondo, but I just I didn't really fit into any big groups. Like I didn't get invited to a lot of stuff, but I would when I built individual friendships. But I wasn't like a popular kid at all. But I kind of had a bit of a scene look. I remember when I dyed my hair black. Mindrill, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Dude, that was so long ago. What's up, Dylan? How you doing? It used to be. Oh wait, I literally just read that. Okay, so what we're gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and run ads because people are getting pre rolls and pre rolls suck. So we're gonna do a 3-minute thing. We're gonna keep going till 12. Why not? I'll get some more water. But yeah, we'll keep going till 12. All right, 3-minute break. Go to the bathroom, wash your hands, be back within 3 minutes. It's your only chance for a bathroom break. All right, we're not stopping outside of this moment. So you got 3 minutes. We'll come back. We'll continue pushing forward with Angular a little bit. We're not making too much progress here. That's okay. We'll do another Angular day. We'll do as many as we need to learn Angular, but I'm kind of enjoying talking to chat. So, all right, we're back. 3 minutes. Let's go. Yo, we back. What's up? Yeah, my friend wanted to start learning CS with C++. I told him I love C++, but don't do that. Yeah, it's going to be a rough time. It's going to be a really rough time. Thank you, Tux. I'm doing pretty good. Been installing and customizing Zen. What's unique about Zen? Why are you learning that? Oh, Zinka. I think I saw something about like how you were you kind of just said F you to Firefox or whatever. I think they had something pretty controversial where they were using some of your data to train their AI. Is that what it was? I moved around a lot, so I never had enough time to fit in. The last school I transferred to, people said I was scary because I didn't talk to anyone. Yeah. Scary because you didn't talk to anyone? Yeah. I was kind of shy to talk to people. I should have kept going with soccer. I had an issue because I was in soccer for the longest time, and then I had an issue where I was going to have a hip replacement. Like, it was pretty crazy, so I had to have inserts to correct everything. But I should have got back into soccer, to be honest. Yep, the awkward school days, Jess. I don't know. I wasn't a popular kid in high school. I learned after that it didn't really matter that much, but when you're in high school, it sucks to kind of be that kid that isn't. I dressed kind of scene, but I was more into metal. Oh, back then. Okay, I used to go to a ton of shows. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I think I probably listened to more C music than I did metal. I listened to metal, but it wasn't hardcore. I had a buddy that was into that. I would listen to, I mean, I love System of a Down and stuff like that. I would listen to it when I would lift. I love that kind of music when I lift. According to Muta's report, usually is pretty solid with the stuff since he is one of the few YouTubers that actually is a software engineer. Pretty solid with what? Yeah, before that I just okay. Never mind. I'm trying to okay. You guys are responding to each other. All right, I'm all caught up. I just want to make sure I was caught up on chat. They did do that, but I think they're walking it back. Oh, but I like how Zen browser looks and it's sidebar and it's not Chromium. Okay, gotcha. Cool. We'll explore away. Hope you have fun with it. You have to let us know how you like it. All right, let's drink some water and push forward. All right, so import router outlet in the component. Finally, to make sure your app is ready to use the Angular router, you need to tell the app where you expect the router to display the desired content. Accomplish this by using the router outlet directive from Angular router. Update the template for app component by adding router outlet. Gotcha. Angular router. So why is this lowercase? So this is similar to the new, I think it's newish, the outlet for React router. Update the template for app component by adding router outlet. Okay, we'll do that. Why? This feels so weird to do it lowercase. Your app is now set up to use Angular router. Nice work. Keep the momentum going to learn the next step of defining the routes. Okay, so just to review, we have a config file, which we're setting up a config, and this is where we're going to, okay, gotcha. Import the provide router. Makes sense. And then the routes are here. I'm hoping we can have routes at each level of the components. I don't know how Angular encourages you to do your routes. Like, for example, if we have like a dashboard or something like that, are we going to have like a sub route where within that component folder, we're going to have a config and a routes, or do we just have our routes at the very top? That's what I'm kind of curious about. Because I do like the sub routes in React, but I almost don't like it as well. I like having like one router file that just shows you all the routes. So I don't know. Are you liking Angular so far? I don't know. I was liking it more on last Wednesday. I don't know about today. I'm learning stuff that I don't care about. I guess it's good to get some exposure to it, but I don't like the image optimization thing. I get setting width and height to create like a pre-fill space before the image loads so you don't have content shifting, but there are CSS properties that you can use to be able to do that. So I would have liked, I guess we could explore it a bit more, but I would have liked to see how like ng optimize image actually optimizes the image in the loading. I don't know. This is a weird thing for me. Because what was the CSS property that you could do? I think it is the fill thing. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. So what? Hold on. I am going to load something real quick. There was a CSS property that I used. I gotta do two-factor. I'm gonna log into GitHub and load up my Don the Developer website. Oh shit, your device supports passkeys, a password replacement that validates your identity using touch, facial, a device password. I might. What do we save to Google password? No, never mind. I'm not going to do that. Ask later. Okay. All right, I am going to load. So this is our repo for Don the Developer. And if we go into podcast, I gotta remember where this is. I haven't touched this repo in a while. Not episode. We're gonna go into episodes. Yeah, this is structured weirdly. We go into this. We're gonna have episode list. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restructure this entire thing. So if we go into episode list, episode list item, I think is where we want episode. Why am I doing this? Let's just go directly to the website here. Oh, the fave icon. I forgot about that. So we have. It's not going to be image. A list item. No, it should be image. I should have something on this where it's going to kind of preserve the space that the image is going to take. I think it is aspect ratio, is it not? Yeah, it is aspect ratio. So this will preserve some of the space that this image is going to take before it even loads. And this is what I would prefer to do with CSS rather than setting the specific height and width, because it depends on our viewport, right? It depends on how wide this is. I just don't like that with Angular, having to do that. That feels weird. Doesn't feel very fluid. All egos aside, I don't what? But yeah, I don't know how I like Angular so far. We'll have to see. We'll have to use it, to be honest. All right, so define a route in app routes. In your app, there are 2 pages to display, homepage and user page. To define a route, add a route object to the routes array in app routes that contain the path of the route, which automatically starts at the root path. Okay. The component that you want the route to display. So, okay. Are we just importing all of our components here? All right, so we have, all right, fine. Path, component, pretty simple, straightforward. The code above is an example of how home component can be added as a route. Now go ahead and implement this along with the user component in the background or in the playground. Use user for the path. Okay. I don't know, kind of weird. Path, user, user component. Let's test it out. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, cool. Pretty simple stuff. In addition to defining the routes correctly, Angular Router also enables you to set the page title whenever users are navigating. That's good. That is useful. By adding the title property. I think I'd use like helmet or something like that for the... Did I? Pretty sure I'd use helmet in React. In app routes, add the title property to the default route path in the user route. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. Here's the thing. Yeah. Very different organizational structure than React. I just don't know how modular this is going to be. So how are we going to be able to see the title, though? It's not going to update this title, right? Okay, we can't really test that. In the activity, you've learned how to define and configure routes in your Angular app. Nice work. Journey to fully enabling routing in your app is almost complete. Keep going. All right, cool. I like their dependency injection. Do you see how Nest.js was inspired? Yeah, I can definitely see how Nest was inspired from this for sure. Yeah, the dependency injection is... It'll just take a little bit to get used to in the front. I haven't touched Nest in a while, so I'm just going to have to get used to that again, but it won't take long. But yeah, that's the whole point of like me using Angular, is to see if I like it, because I really like Nest. Thank you for showing me Scrimba. You're welcome. I don't know how, but I had Scrimba Pro somehow free. Oh, did you? Oh, I don't know how either. But yeah, I'm glad you get to try it out, man. I've asked Scrimba if they would be okay with me going through the full curriculum on stream. And the thing is, like, it's locked to pro access, and I don't think they're down for that. But I think it'd be fun going through Scrimba again. and we could just talk through front end things, kind of like we're doing with boot.dev. And that could be a little bit more educational because I'm going to be kind of going through the stuff that I already know, and we could talk about it. And we can kind of, if people wanted to learn it, I think that'd be fun. They have I would want to go through the whole thing though if I did it, and they don't want that. How are you liking Angular in the hour you've used it? I don't know. I haven't been having a whole lot of fun with it this stream, but I did last Wednesday's stream. The image optimization thing was weird, but I do like the route. We'll see if I like the route. I think I'm starting to have a little bit more fun with it again with the routing. Their React course is very helpful. Yeah, their React course is. I think it's still a little out of date, but it's still like you could learn React with it. It's not like they're doing class-based components. I don't know if they've updated it or not recently. But you get like very few features with the most recent version of React, so it's like to redo that entire thing, probably not cost effective. You got waffles on the mind? Oh, did you pronounce Eggo? Yeah, Eggos. Eggos. All Eggos aside. He's talking about waffles. I Googled it, and supposedly Angular can do SSR. Like, yeah, Angular can do SSR. I think they just came out with a like hot reloading thing. But yeah, Angular can do SSR. It kind of has that built in. From what I understand. We'll definitely try to implement that at some point. Use router link for navigation. In the app's current state, the entire page refreshes when we click on an internal link that exists within the app. While this may not seem significant with a small app, it's going to have performance implications for larger pages with more content where users have to re-download assets and run calculations again. In this activity, you'll learn how to leverage the router link directive to make the most use of Angular router. We need some water. All right, add it to the imports array. What the hell is that? Dude, Angular, this is so buggy. Like, what is that? Add a router link to template. To use the router link directive, replace the href attributes with the router link. Update the template with this change. Okay, directly in the link. Cool. What if we get rid of that? When you click on the links in the navigation now, you should not see any blinking and only the content of the page itself. Router outlet being changed. Great job learning about routing with Angular. This is just the surface of the router API. To learn more, kind of want to take a look at it. Routing SPA tutorial. Give me the router page. Define your routes here. Why isn't this in a code block? I kind of want to know the conventions. Am I just having like a single router file, or is it a bunch of files that get imported into the root one? Okay. Oh, well, we're moving on to forms, I guess. The Scrimba front end sounds like a pretty decent course. It is. It's a good course. It's a really good course. I think, yeah, both boot.dev and Scrimba are worth the money. Some people don't want to pay for it, and you want to kind of scrounge around for something free and try that. That's fine. I just have yet to find a good, solid free course where you don't have to supplement a bunch outside of it. I always recommend it, even with boot.dev and Scrimba. Like, boot.dev is really like a fundamentals focused course. And, you know, if you want to get into web dev with Python, you're probably going to have to pick up like a course with Django or just look at the documentation and build stuff with it. But it's solid. And then, yeah, Scrimba with front end, it's a little bit past the fundamentals. It goes into more practical stuff, but in like frameworks. But, you know, like it goes pretty deep into HTML and CSS and accessibility. I think it just extended past that. But I don't know. Both courses I think are well worth the money. The best I've found for self-taught developers. I wish Angular had JSX. The way they write components are a bit wonky, if you ask me. Yeah, should it have JSX though? Pretty exclusive to React, isn't it? It doesn't look clean. Yeah, it doesn't look really clean. I don't know. I need to get going, but it was awesome hanging out with you all. Have a wonderful... All right. Well, thanks for joining, Neil. Have a good one. I'm not good at Angular or an expert, but I put my nested routes in nested modules. Do you put it in nested? I'm almost wondering... I really don't know if I like a single routing file or not. I really don't know. Let's keep going. Forms overview. Forms are a big part of many apps because they enable your app to accept user input. Let's learn about how forms are handled in Angular. In Angular, there are two types of forms, template-driven and reactive. You'll learn more about both over the next few activities. In this activity, you'll learn how to set up a form using a template-driven approach. In user component... Dude, I need more water. I gotta remember to drink water while I'm intermittent fasting. In user component, update the template by adding a text input with the ID set to framework, type set to text. In label? Oh, inside label? Oh, I hate doing that. Adding a text input with the ID. Okay. ID is framework. I mean, we don't... Inside... I forgot, like, for the ID, we don't necessarily need the for. Like, if you want to target the input, fine, but we don't need the for, right? If you're putting it inside the label. Like, I kind of feel like the Angular devs don't really know front end. I don't know. Like, they know JavaScript, but they don't really know accessibility. They're probably not that good with HTML. Just like the fundamental stuff. Was Angular built by a bunch of backend devs or something? Import forms module. For this form to use Angular features that enable data binding to forms, you'll need to import the forms module. Import the forms module from Angular Forms and add it to the imports array. All right, let's do it. All right, so we have imports. Cool. Add binding to the value of the input. The forms module has a directive called ngModel that binds the value of the input to a property in your class. Okay. Update the input to use ngModel directives, specifically with the following syntax to bind it to the favorite framework property. Okay, ngModel. Where's our music? You guys, can you hear this? Oh. Okay. Never mind. It's going to be a really low song. I'm just going to skip it. You can't even hear it. Here. It's a good song, but so I have a tool that takes my Spotify playlist and turns it into YouTube. And I think sometimes it just chooses the wrong songs. It'll choose one with like a long intro. I don't know. Whatever. We're skipping this one. Yep. Skip indeed. Also, are you not doing members on YouTube? I can't become a member. I am doing members. What do you mean you can't become a member? What happens? Yeah, you haven't been a member for a while. But yeah, I have YouTube memberships enabled. And you're not banned, so. When building modules, routing is often tied to the modules. Each has its own sub-routing. Okay, and they are nested. Okay, good. I think, again, not totally against... You know what? That's good. If we're going to map it to nest, then it should be like that. So that's probably good. Yeah, let me know the error you're getting, Dylan. It's enabled for sure. All right, so the ngModel directive. We don't have to set up the we do have to set up the property here. So this is essentially our state. I forget like what the brackets mean versus the parentheses. Okay, cool. Favorite framework. All right, makes sense. We have two-way data binding with this. The syntax bracket parentheses is known as the banana in a box. Okay, I like that. But it represents two-way binding, property binding, and event binding. I mean, like, it should go over the two-way binding instead of us having to go to this. Two-way binding is a shorthand to simultaneously bind a value into an element while also giving that element the ability to propagate changes back to this binding. That's syntax. Developers commonly use two-way data binding to keep component data in sync with the form control as a user interacts with the control. Okay, this is pretty cool. For example, when a user fills out a text input, it should update the state in the component. To use two-way data binding with the native form controls, you need to import the forms. Okay. In between components, leveraging two-way data binding between a parent and child component requires more configuration compared to form elements. Here is the example where app component is responsible for setting the initial count state, but the logic for updating and rendering the UI for the counter primarily resides inside its child counter component. Okay, count. Where's the up? Okay, so update count. We'll have to get a little bit more comfortable between even just passing information between components. I think that tripped me up last time. But the current count we get from where? This count dot update. So we automatically have a method of update, which it's not going to update this. But, oh, right, yeah. So this dot count dot update. So update is like a native method to be able to update this. How is this two-way data binding, though? I just don't understand that. Because we have an initial count that is never updated, I would assume. Okay, it's going to break it down. We'll read it. Good times. It's a good song. All right, take care, Jessa. Have a good one. I can't find the button, and yeah, with my old job, I was never able to attend the stream, so now I got a dev job I can spend. Yeah, it'd be cool having you back, man, for sure. And yeah, I know you were just grinding a bit. You don't see the... Guys, do you see the join button on YouTube? Can you let me know? I'm not going to be able to see the join button, I don't think. Oh, I see it. I don't know why you don't... Are you on mobile or something? I see it on desktop. Anyone that's on YouTube, can you let me know if you see the join button? But I see it like right under the video. Like you have the chat on the right, then you have the video, then you have the channel, and you have like join on the right of the channel. So are you on mobile or desktop? But yeah, if anyone could tell me on YouTube if you see the join button, I'd want to know that. Hopefully they didn't screw up the UI with that. If we break down the example above to its core, each two-way data binding for components requires the following. The child component must contain a model property. Here is a simplified example. So we have a count. Wrap the model property name in the two-way data binding syntax. What do you mean by that? Assign a property or a signal to the model property. Okay, so we import model from here. In a two-way binding. Is this two-way binding? I don't know what you mean by that. Assign a property or a signal to the model property.
Hey, listen.
What's up? All right, you found it. Yo, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, you were a sub for a long time. So you don't see it on mobile, really? Yeah, and you got the cowboy hat. Let's go. Yeah, it restores your old hat for sure. Yo, thank you. I appreciate that, Dylan. Let me see if I can see it.
Look at my horse is amazing.
Robert, thanks for the sub on YouTube. I'm just gonna see Developer. You have to subscribe first. Yeah, let me know on mobile if you guys are on mobile. I'd be curious. It's there. Oh, it's there on mobile. So it's there on desktop. Can you check on mobile? Anyone that's currently subscribed to my channel on YouTube? Model is a relatively new way to have two-way data binding. It's a type of signal you can use for input and output. What's up, Black Kojak? How you doing, man? Oh, you see the join button? Okay. Well, thanks for testing that out. You probably have to like click the X of the live chat to see it. I wonder if that's it. They should make it really, I don't know, maybe it's obvious. I don't know what the mobile view looks like. You know what I'll have to do? I'll have to catch a live stream that I watch and just check it out on mobile and see if I can see the join button.
Look at my horse is amazing.
Teddy, check. Zach or check? Anyways, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome. Yeah, the streams and community have been super helpful in my programming journey, so it's nice to get back. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't have the money currently, don't spend it. But yeah, if you can get back, I always appreciate that. It's got to feel good, man. Yeah, so Dylan got his first professional full-time developer job, too, recently. That's got to be exciting, because I know you were grinding. And did you end up having to pick up a job where you got to move? Because I know you were trying to find remote work. I was curious about that. How come you're learning Angular? Because I like Nest, and I wanted to see if I liked Angular. Just learning something new in the front end. Switch it up. The join button is next to your name currently. Oh, okay. It is next to the name. Okay, gotcha. Huh. Dylan might have just missed it or something. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big win for Dylan. He's been grinding for a while. Just, yeah. It's a big win. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just having trouble understanding this. The parent component must wrap the model. When you say the parent component must wrap the model property name, like this is model, this is not a property name. Just the way that it's being described is confusing. Assign a property or a signal to the model property. What the fuck does that even mean? Like, what model property should be like count. Count is a count property. You know what I mean? But count equals model, which is why we probably get, you know, the native update. But the way it's being described is weird. So wrap the count property name in the two-way binding syntax. Where this isn't two-way, this is TypeScript, is it not? Or is this two-way? But like, I don't even know what the two-way binding... like, I would assume that this is the two-way binding. Maybe that's what it's talking about? Assign a property or signal to the model property. Okay. Whatever. We'll use it and learn it. Look at the template below that paragraph. I am. Right? Or am I missing? No, you're right. I'm not. Oh, I see. I see. It is count there. Okay. But still, the way it's being described, wrap the model property. What? Like, just say count property. Yeah, count is a two-way. That makes sense. Again, the way that it's being described, like, just specify the actual property. Like, saying the model is the value of the count property. Count is the property, not model. I think it's just poorly being described. Yeah, the number is just again. I think that's just poorly described. Just say count property. I don't really like this documentation. Yeah, just give the example. It's not even correct. Like, it's not even a correct way to say it. Just say count. Yeah, I had to move to the north, but it is a hybrid position, so it's nice. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I figured it's going to be really hard to get that remote right now for your first full-time role. So I'm glad you were willing to kind of give up on that a little bit. Because a lot of people want remote roles for their first dev position. Man, they're hard for a professional position. Like, even if you have like 2 to 3 years of professional experience, it's still kind of tough to get a remote role. They're very competitive. Yeah, what's up, Black Kojak? How have you been, man? All right, so I wanted to get a feel for that. Cool. We're going to get rid of the optimization. Define your routes. Okay, let's move on. Getting form control values. Now that your forms are set up with Angular, the next step is to access the values from the form controls. In this activity, you'll learn how to get the value from your form input. Show the value of the input field in the template. To display the input value in a template, you can use the interpolation syntax, double curly braces, just like any other class property of the component. Because it is a class property of the component. Cool. Okay. All right. Retrieve the value of an input field. When you need to reference the input field value in the component class, you can do so by accessing the class property with this. Okay, so show framework is alert this favorite framework. Cool. Yep, just accessing a property. I mean, didn't we kind of already do that, though? Like, are we... I don't know if we're learning anything new here. Oh, wonderful. Okay. What the fuck was that? An embedded page at... Is this default with an alert? Do alerts do this now? I don't think so. What is this, like, an embedded page at? Am I mistaken? I wonder if alerts do this. I'm wondering if this is, like, injected specifically with Angular. Great job learning how to display the input values in your template and access them programmatically. Time to progress onto the next way of managing forms with Angular Reactive Forms. If you'd like to learn more about the template-driven forms, no, you haven't really taught us anything there. We're good on that one. Probably iframe alerts. Oh, yeah, that's a good point, Ram. That is a good point. Yeah, iframe alerts. I haven't set one of those up in a while. Favorite F. Yeah, I just like stalled for a second. I'm like, you gonna populate it or early stream indeed? Yeah. Do you guys like the early streams more or the later streams? CodePen is the same. Okay, it is iframe then. Okay. Yeah, what's up, Livestream? How you doing, man? Dude, there's something like, man, my back is like killing me. I'm gonna stand up. I don't know what it is. I slept on it wrong. I need a new mattress topper. I just need it. Back's been doing really good for a while, but both work for you? Same both work? Okay. You've been saying that for months. I think so. It is time. I just gotta spend the money. Yeah, I just gotta spend the money. Yeah. That's true. All right, reactive forms. When you want to manage your forms programmatically instead of relying purely on the template, reactive forms are the answer. In this activity, you'll learn how to set up reactive forms. Port reactive. Dude, I got to drink more water. I'm just tired in the morning. An app component, import reactive forms module from Angular Forms. I'll have to get, because I haven't been intermittent fasting in a while. I have to get used to it again. Because I do feel like when I start it up again, I feel low energy. Forms. All right. So, create form group object with form controls. Reactive forms use the form control class to represent the form controls inputs. Angular provides the form group class to serve as a grouping of form controls into a helpful object that makes handling large forms more convenient for developers. Okay. Add form control and form group to the import from Angular. So that you can create a form group for each form with the properties of name and email as form controls. What is the objective we're trying to achieve here by making it reactive? I feel like I'm not really going to retain much of this. Link the form group and form controls to the form. Each form group should be attached to a form using the form group directive. In addition, each form control can be attached with the form control name directive and assigned to the corresponding property. Update the template with the following form. Okay. So in the form, so we attach the form group, update the template with the following form code, and then we have form control name. Handle update to the form. When you want to access... Oh. We got this wrong. No, we didn't. Profile, form. What? Can't bind to form group since it isn't a known property of form. Is this buggy? I gotta get going. It was nice chatting with you guys. All right, thanks for joining, Kelsey. Have a good one. Have a good rest of your day. What the? We have reactive. Hold on. We got to import the react. Gotcha. Reactive forms. That's my fault. I can't tab. Damn it. Forms module. That's my mistake. Let's let it load. All right, cool. So we just link it up. We have to type form control name. Again, what is the advantage of this? When you want to access data from the form group, it can be done by accessing the value of form group. Update the template to display the... So far, I've not seen the advantage of this. Name is... Rather than just, you know, having the property in the class. Yep, that was it. I'm also excited about my job doing this thing where 1 to 3 days a month is committed to personal development. Oh, really? Where you can build personal... Oh, gotcha. Build personal projects, fix features in the code base. That's not personal development. I don't like when companies word it like that. Like, hey, yeah, you want to kind of like go off and freeform a little bit? Yeah, you could work on some features in our app. It's like, really? How is this different than my day-to-day? But I do like the idea of like exploring a new language or something like that. Or building something. But the company owns it. That's the only thing. Like if the company would let you do it on your own and then they don't own that app, that's fine. I kind of like where you can explore anything you want, but you got to realize the company's probably going to own it. The idea is to manage all the form content in one place, the form group. Oh, that includes the values for all fields, but also handling of error states disabled. Okay, I got you, but why? Like, what is the advantage of, like, just not, like, couldn't you just do this? And manage all the form data in one place? There's probably, like, some native things that you can take advantage of, maybe. It ends up being a good way to manage form controls that interact with each other. Also has helpful methods like enable, disable. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So essentially, like, always use this for forms, probably. You have access to the form values. Now it's time to handle the submission event and use the handle submit method. Okay, Angular has an event handler for this specific purpose called ng-submit. Update the form element to call the handle submit method when the form is submitted. Just like that, you know how to work with reactive forms in Angular. Fantastic job with this activity. Keep going to learn about the form validation. We broke it. Does not exist. I mean, ng-submit. Handle submit. So I'm assuming, like, it's talking about... Oh, never mind. I see. I'm just skipping stuff. That's my bad. Add a new method to the component class called handle-submit that you'll later use to handle the form submission. This method will display values from the form. You can access the values from the form group. Cool. Let's try it. I want to get out of the Angular playground, to be honest. I just don't like the UI of it. It's so clunky. Okay, cool. Then we'll be going through validating forms. Let's go. All right. I think that's good for today. I have to I'm intermittent fasting right now. I haven't had anything to eat. I have to figure out if I just need to drink more water or get used to it again, or I just don't like the Angular interactive tutorial. Because I feel like I did have more fun with it on Wednesday. I just felt, I don't know if my comprehension wasn't as good because I'm intermittent fasting, or maybe that's it. Or I just didn't like the wording of like when I would look into the docs. But I do feel like I'm not retaining this as well. And I don't know what the reason for that is. Yeah, I always use it. Another good benefit is you can hook into value changes to react to user typing. Oh, that's convenient. I like that. Rather than having, I like that. Rather than having like an extra on change event. Over Angular already. It's pretty heavy. Again, I'll see if I like it or not. Try infusing water with fruits and stuff. Would that break my fast? Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. Lemon and mint should help you focus more. How many calories are in like a lemon? Like lemon juice. I would imagine the calories are going to break your fast though. It's not eating, but I also don't want to break the positive effects of an intermittent fast, though. Right? Because, like, you can get away with coffee. Coffee is low enough calories where you still get the benefits of intermittent fasting. But, like, a juice is definitely not okay. Like, if you're trying to get the effects of it. In high school, my teacher gave us mints before tests to try to stop everyone from failing. Really? Mints? That's funny. I'll have to see if, like, how many calories that is. Yeah, I'm not going to work on any personal projects, but I'd probably try to fix something that everyone hates to stand out more. Oh, yeah, yeah, in the beginning, that's a really good goal or objective for sure. I used their old tutorial page, and it was decent. I'll see when we come back to this on Wednesday of next week. I'll see how much I like it, because we're probably going to do one more stream on this, and then we're going to start building some stuff with Nest and with Twitch Sprout. So I'll see how I like it when we come back. Maybe it's just like an off day. I got to drink more water. I don't know. We'll see. I just feel low energy. That's all. I think that's why I moved the coding sessions or the live stream sessions to night, is because my mind could just think more clearly. It is tough. Like when you're doing intermittent fasting, it's tough to think through it, especially in the beginning. I feel like it's really good to kind of like be a workhorse. If you drink a bunch of water while intermittent fasting, you can have a lot of energy, but critical thinking usually requires carbs, some sort of food. I think it's really hard to critically think and do like high intense thinking when you have no food in you and it's just water. Hot chocolate sounds like, I don't know if you can get away with hot chocolate, man. That's I don't think that's going to be a cheat. You break your fast really quickly with stuff like even a creamer in your coffee is a no-go. Like milk, no. You're drinking black coffee. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that, Gandalf. I think that's probably like the worst food recommendation we've ever gotten. And with that, I think it is time to go ahead and raid out. It is now noon. I'm going to get some food in me. I'm going to end
YouTube early, and then we're gonna raid on Twitch. But yo, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys joining in the early morning. We'll probably try this again. I'll see how I like it. Maybe on next Monday. But yeah. Thanks for hanging out. All right, I'm gonna end the YouTube stream, and then we'll raid out on Twitch. So hang out on Twitch. And yeah, it's good to see you guys back. And I think we'll probably get more people that are able to attend the morning stream. So we'll try it on Monday with boot.dev and see how it goes. All right, see you, YouTube.